If you've been scrolling through endless grill options, weighing the price of a basic patio grill against a full-blown outdoor kitchen, and still feel stuck, this review is here to cut through the noise. I've spent the past few weeks watching backyard parties, talking to a handful of friends who actually own large island-style setups, and reading the handful of Amazon comments that do exist for this model. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. What you'll hear in the next few minutes is a no-fluff rundown of where this 85-inch island really shines, where it trips up, and whether it makes sense for the kind of cooking you do. First off, the biggest question people ask is, do I really need an island that big? An 85-inch countertop is roughly the size of a small dining table, and it comes with 4 burners delivering a combined 72,000 BTU, plus a built-in rotisserie and a stainless steel sink. If you're the type who throws weekend barbecues for a dozen or more, that extra real estate means you can sear a steak on one burner, keep veggies warm on another, and still have space to prep side dishes right on the granite slab. The sink turns the whole thing into a mini kitchen, no more scrambling for a garden hose or a bucket of water to rinse your tools. For a family that eats outdoors year after year, that convenience can be the difference between a chaotic cookout and a smooth, restaurant-style flow. But if you only grill for 2 or 3 people, the island quickly becomes more of a storage challenge than a benefit. The granite countertop, while attractive, adds a few £100 to the unit, so you'll need a solid, level surface concrete slab or a reinforced deck and a clear path for delivery. The size also means the grill sits permanently in one spot. It's not something you can roll out to the back porch and then tuck away. That permanence is a hidden trade-off that many first-time buyers overlook until they realize the space it claims. Let's talk about the day-to-day experience of firing this thing up. The 4 burners are individually controlled, and the 72,000 BTU rating isn't just a headline number, it translates into a quick heat-up. I've seen users get the grill to a solid 500 F in under 10 minutes, which is fast enough for that high-heat sear on a prime rib. The rotisserie kit is a solid add-on. It mounts directly onto the grill's frame, and the motor runs smoothly enough to turn a whole chicken or a pork shoulder without stuttering. The real win here is the ability to keep everything on the same surface. You can start a rotisserie, then move a cast-iron skillet onto a side burner to finish a sauce, all without juggling multiple pieces of equipment. On the flip side, the sheer power can be a double-edged sword. If you're not used to managing high BTU burners, you might find the flames a bit aggressive, especially when you're trying to maintain a low and slow cook for something like smoked ribs. The control knobs are fairly standard, but they lack the fine-grained adjustments you find on higher-end models, so you'll need to keep a close eye and perhaps use a separate thermometer for precision. That's not a deal-breaker, but it's something to be aware of if you're after exact temperature control for delicate fish or pizza. Weather resistance is another practical point. The stainless steel body and the powder-coated legs are designed to hold up against rain, wind, and the occasional summer storm. Users have reported that after a season of exposure, the finish stays glossy and the burners don't rust. However, the granite slab is porous. If you leave standing water on it for long periods, it can develop dark spots over time. A quick wipe down after each use or covering the island when not in use will keep the countertop looking fresh. It's a maintenance note that often slips through the spec sheet, but matters when the grill sits outdoors year-round. Mobility is a relative term here. The unit rides on a set of lockable wheels, which makes positioning during installation a breeze, but once you lock them, the island is essentially anchored. The wheels also help with moving the whole thing onto a trailer for a seasonal relocation, but you'll need at least 2 strong people to tip it safely. If you live in a rental property or a condo balcony where you can't permanently install a heavy island, this model may not be feasible. So, who should press the Add to Cart button? If you host regular gatherings, love the idea of a dedicated outdoor prep area, and have the space and a sturdy foundation to accommodate an 85-inch island, this grill gives you a lot of practical value. The integrated sink, rotisserie, and generous countertop turn a simple grill into a functional kitchen, meaning you spend less time shuffling between indoor and outdoor stations. It also pays off for people who want to experiment with multiple cooking techniques at once. Think grilling burgers while smoking ribs and simmering a sauce on the side. Who should skip it? Anyone.